Ahoy, this is Zdenka. This channel just reached 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers. Thank you. What we are going to be talking about in today's video is what it truly takes to go from 0 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers, what I gained, what I lost, and what the future plans are for this channel. I'll be answering all your questions. You were able to ask anything. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you how you can win this smartphone gimbal, Gimbal 2. Let's roll the intro. Oh, and if you are visiting this channel for the first time, maybe because of this giveaway, or you want to find out what it takes to become a YouTuber, my name is Zdenka Darula. I work as a photographer since 2007. I create photo and video tutorials, tech reviews, and creative camera challenges. So if that is something which is interesting to you, you might consider hitting the subscribe button. I've had a YouTube account for number of years where I was posting mainly family videos. When I decided to officially launch the YouTube channel, I kept the same name. I just deleted all the videos and I got going. I officially started my channel last year in April 2018, and I really had just like 8 subscribers. Most of it was my family and some friends. It took from April to November to reach first 1,000 subscribers, and from November till now, which is August 2019, to reach 10,000 subscribers. So altogether, it took 16 months to go from 0 to 10,000. First year, I was publishing only 1 video a week. And first year, I mean from April till the end of December. In January, I started publishing 2 videos a week. Some channels are growing slow, others are growing very fast, and it depends on all of the things. For example, what niche you are in. Photo and video, what I'm doing, it's quite overcrowded, so it's quite difficult to grow in. It also depends if you have some kind of a big channel which is helping you out and literally pulling you up. All it takes for them is mentioning you a few times and you will gain subscribers like that. And lastly, it also depends what kind of presence, what kind of strong presence you have here. My channel is growing in a slower pace, not too slow though. I don't have any big channel featuring me or anything like that pulling me up, so everything I did on my own. I did collabs with similar size of channels like mine, and I did also collab with the smaller channels. And I honestly think it is only a good thing to grow a little bit slower at the beginning, because, especially in my niche, photo and video, people are expecting super high quality and they really want someone who knows all the stuff. Last year, when I was starting out in April 2018, I had no idea how to make a video. I was strictly a photographer, so I literally sat down and I did a lot of studying, a lot of testing, and a lot of improving. And at this point, I know very well that I still have lots to learn, especially when it comes to sound, editing, and products like computers and hardware. If I want to succeed on this platform, I know very well that I have to produce the best possible answers to the questions the audience is looking for in the best possible way. Every video I make here is very well thought through and usually scripted. I spent very easily researching and writing half day, sometimes to full day to get all that ready. The actual filming takes about 2 to 4 hours, and editing on a computer takes about 3 to 6 hours, depending how difficult the video is. And the final result? About 10 minutes video. What I gained here is ton of knowledge from reading all those product manuals, doing all the research online. I learned how to deal with the different brands, how to slowly turn this into business and possibly generate revenue from this. Financially, I didn't gain much. The first year I didn't even make a penny. Then in January, I finally monetized the channel and I signed up for the Amazon affiliate program, which really helped. At this point, it's not even a decent part-time income. It certainly feels like it is a full-time job on top of my full-time photography business, on top of my full-time family life, because, you know, taking care of the kids, all the cooking, cleaning and all that, it's quite a lot. I gave up all my TV time to be able to do this, to be here on the YouTube channel. I'm hoping eventually I can slow down a little bit with the photography business as this takes over, but to be very realistic, it might still take a very long time. I also gained all that super fancy equipment, which I'm really thankful for, and it's certainly helping. I don't know why I'm sad. Anyways, I'm back. So much better. I guess I just realized it all. You know, when I used to do acting in Toronto many years ago, I was kicked out from so many auditions, so many castings because of my accent. So I'm kind of self-conscious of that, and seeing it grow here and being able to be on this channel is just, it's overwhelming. Back to products. One thing I learned in the process, that if you contact the companies and ask for the products, sometimes you will not even hear from them, because you need to build your portfolio. You have to make many videos. You can show what you are capable of. You can prove yourself. Then you will start getting all the offers. These companies, they are not here to be your best friend. They are not here to be friends. They are looking for someone who can spread the word. They are looking for someone who can push for the sales. Some of the offers I got of the products I refused, because I am choosing the products which I believe are suitable for this channel. They are suitable for you, and you would truly like. What did I lose? Well, during this whole time, it was very rough financially. At the beginning, I had to invest a little bit into the equipment to be able to film. So the camera, some lenses, adapter, speed booster, microphone, lights, all that, some of the accessories. Yeah, I had to invest quite a bit. I'm still slowly recovering. I'm still not there financially. I'm still on a budget. I still have to be very careful. I also lost all my free time. It literally feels like I'm working all the time, but hopefully I will be able to regain it a little bit back once I will be able to slow down a little bit in the photography business. I also put on a ridiculous amount of weight because I've been sitting all the time in front of the computer, editing, working on this. I really had no time to exercise, which will change. September comes, because I will make that priority again. Health is number one, and the figure skating season is starting, and that's what's helping me. That's what's keeping me alive. I love figure skating. Is being a YouTuber harder than doing stock photography? Yes, absolutely. But I see many more opportunities on this platform if you build the right business formula around it. With stock, you shoot, upload, and go sleep, literally. But you still have to be consistent, you still have to improve your photography skills, and you still have to do kind of a research what you should really shoot to sell. With YouTube, is way more than that. It's much more than that. I remember I've had some good cries over a few videos when I had to master certain skill, or just had to learn to use new product, or just be on a schedule. So it is definitely a lot harder. When I opened up this channel, I said a few times that I'm putting all my life skills into this, literally. When I used to live in Czech Republic, I used to work as a radio announcer, so I'm feeling quite comfortable talking to the microphone, but, you know, in my first language, not in English, with an accent. Then, when I worked as a model, I learned how to be in front of the camera. As a photographer, I learned to be on the other side of the camera. I did acting, and I took acting lessons, so mix of it all is what's making this channel. If I started this channel 20 years ago, it would not look like this. I don't think so. The skill simply wasn't there yet. So what are the future plans for this channel? Well, I'm hoping to produce many more videos. Hopefully they will only improve and only get better. I am working on courses for photography and video. Hopefully they will be launched sometimes in the winter, maybe in the spring. I am also working on digital products such as Lightroom presets and LUTs, and they were highly requested. So yes, they will be coming. And also some official merchandise. I might also offer very time limited one-on-one training. I'm still trying to figure out how many hours a month I can actually free up for this. So now that we have that part done, let's get to Q&A, questions from you. I decided to do the Q&A outside because I needed some fresh air, and I think you will appreciate a little bit the surroundings better. This is my favorite spot. It's called Heber Down and it's Whitby. Plus, I can use the exercise, a little bit walking around, a little bit hiking. Only helps. Well, the first question is here, and it is from Random Life Productions. It is amazing how your channel is quickly growing. Thank you very much. What is your most useful bit of a camera equipment apart from cameras and lenses? Well, it is tough. I've been thinking for a while what it is. It's a good question and a very hard one too. And believe it or not, my answer is a very funny one. It is actually this Canadian dollar. Why? Because when I'm using Gorilla Pod and I have to actually mount the camera on it, it's very difficult to screw it on. I'm usually breaking my nails, so I'm just using this Canadian dollar. So this Canadian dollar is literally everywhere. I have it everywhere. Another question, and it is from John G.I. That's a stunning photograph. Thank you again. Do you use a cell phone or carry a camera with you when you're not working, in case you see something interesting? If so, what brand and model do you carry? Thanks. Well, I tried to carry Canon M50 for a while in my purse. But to be honest, every time I saw something interesting, I always pulled my cell phone. So that's one of the reasons I recently upgraded my cell phone. And this one is not even new. I got it used, secondhand, and it's a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. I decided to grab that one because of all the lenses I can get. And I'm not regretting the decision. I am super happy with this phone. Plus I saved a few bucks because it is not brand new. Question from William Sanders. Congratulations on your increasing sub count. I have two questions. What country you are from and what video software you use to create your YouTube videos? Well, originally I am from Czech Republic. I lived there until I was 19 years old. Then I moved to Canada. I live here 23 years, so you do the math and you will know how old I am. And the software I'm using is Adobe Premiere Pro. I used to use other programs. I think it was Headfilm Express, but it was always crashing my computer. It was freezing, and I have a new computer. So I decided to make the switch to Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm not regretting. It is very fast, works amazing. I would not go, honestly, to any other right now. I'm very happy with this software. Question from Anthony Chappell. Have you ever considered reviewing the Canon M100? It seems to be very popular. I would love to review other cameras like the Canon M100. Unfortunately, I think my channel is still quite small, so whenever I am contacting the companies even to borrow the camera, they are not getting back to me. So it will probably take some time before I will be able to borrow some other cameras for reviewing. I don't have access to other cameras right now, so I only can review whatever I have, I own, or whatever they will send to me. So I'm sorry, I cannot review the camera right now, but if Canon decides to lend me one camera for a day or so, I'd be truly happy to do that. What did I say about the exercise? I sometimes say such silly things. Anyways, another question. I cannot pronounce the name, so bong, here you see it there. I think Sunandan Mohanty, maybe. I'm sorry. Hi, I love your videos, photos, or your voice. So nice. Congrats for 10k subscribers. I'm very new to stock photography. How to grow? Please help me. By the way, I follow your Instagram. Please check SMS. Well, stock photography is very simple, plain and simple. You have to upload regularly, on regular basis, non-stop. I used to upload 20 photos every single day. Before I started seeing some solid income, it sometimes took even half a year. So you have to improve your photography skills all the time and keep uploading all the time. It will take a while before you will see some solid income. It's not gonna be overnight, absolutely not. When it comes to Instagram, I had to unfortunately make the decision to only respond to comments on YouTube, because on Instagram more than one person unfortunately started sending me very highly inappropriate DMs. So I'm not reading any private messages on Instagram. I'm not opening anything up. It was highly inappropriate, and yeah, it's just safer for me, I guess, as a female, to only respond to public comments on YouTube. So please keep it that way. If you are contacting me from business, you can do that through email or Facebook. But again, if I feel that it is private and there is something inappropriate, I'm not gonna even open it. Question from Book Planet. I'm a YouTuber myself, and I also just got my first camera, of course, M50. Great camera, but I'm still learning to master it. My question for you: can you offer some low-cost equipment for the M50 to level up my content, like microphone, lights? Of course, not your equipment set, because it is too expensive for me, especially after buying the camera and tripod. You're gonna be very lucky. In a few weeks, I'm actually gonna be working on a very large video where I will be introducing all possible accessories you can get for M50. So stay tuned. I cannot say that right now because I have to still do all the research, but I will be definitely talking about all that. It will be a very long video. It should be probably in a 2 to 3 weeks, where you will see all accessories, all the equipment I would recommend for M50. And all the best with your channel. Another question here is from Daniel Butt. Okay. Could you share some basic photography tips with the M50? Composition, using flash versus non-using flash for low light. Well, this is an excellent topic, and it is on my list to do very soon. I will be talking about low light photography and low light video as well. I think it's going to be 2 separate videos. I will be covering some tips on working with no flash, and I will be working on some tips working with built-in flash. If I get hands on external flash which is actually compatible with this camera, then I might include that as well. Right now I'm using speedlight, which is not very compatible with this camera, so I'm still deciding if I should really include that or not. We'll see, but definitely this video is coming. Another question here is from Avinash. Well, the name is here. How and why you divert from modeling to photography? Well, I think I was 27 years old, and I knew that eventually I want to have my family and kids, right? And I also moved from big city Toronto to a small town, which is a little bit further from Toronto. So making the castings, and sometimes you have to do 2 to 3 castings a day, would be quite difficult and very costly. I went to a photo shoot to Thailand. It was for Toronto Sun swimsuit edition, and the photographer was telling me all the time that I'm not afraid of anything because I was helping a lot on the trip and I should try photography myself. So I came back, I asked my friend to lend me the camera for the weekend, and there you go. I transitioned just like that. Next question here. Lens Huntress, congratulations, I have enjoyed seeing your channel grow. I would like to ask, how many subscribers did you have when you first started? In other words, did you start with many people knowing about your channel, friends, etc., and ask them to subscribe? What steps do you take to get people to click that subscribe button? Do you tell people in person, thanks for your channel? Well, the majority of the question I actually answered already at the beginning of the video. So when I started, I had only 8 subscribers. My friends and family, I did not really tell other people that much about the channel. I was strictly relying on search engine, the YouTube search engine. I also was sharing the new videos on the Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. That's all I was really doing. What steps to take? Well, the most important is to make searchable videos. So you have to make videos which are interesting to people, what they are looking for. So for me, it's the Canon M50. There are tons of people that are looking for videos about that camera, so I'm continuing making more videos about that camera, and that's how they are finding my channel. So again, you have to be consistent. I would say upload every single week, at least 1 time a week, and make a very good content. There is nothing else which will help. Just make a very good content and be very patient. It will come. The channel will grow if you offer the right answers to their questions. Question from Shashi 4x. Well, the name is here. Why you're not making travel videos? I suggest you here go to Hong Kong. It's a very simple answer. I have family and I have small kids, and they are the priority. The kids are going to school, and for that reason I have to be here. I'm not able to travel. Plus also it's very costly, so it is not my lifestyle. I don't normally travel. For someone who wants to make travel videos, they have to have quite a bit of a budget to be able to afford that before actually they get sponsors or somebody to cover their travel costs. But right now I'm here. Maybe in the future I'll do travel here and there, but right now, no, it's gonna be only Canada. Another question here, name is here. Photography has been my dream. Now I'm an amateur photographer for my family and friends. How have you decided to become a professional photographer? How have you learned professional shooting? And what were your first gears to start with? Thanks so much. By the way, I love watching your videos. How have I decided to become a photographer? Again, it was just literally luck. I was really put into that situation. Like I said, my friend in Thailand, the photographer, suggested I should try it. And then when I came back, I borrowed the camera for the weekend, did the shoot, and I realized I can actually do that. So I went to the store right away and I grabbed the 5D Mark I. That was the DSLR. I didn't go for a lower brand because I knew from seeing the results that I can actually do it and I want to start making money right away. So I decided to go for the higher end of the camera. At that time, 5D Mark I was pretty good camera. How did I learn photography? From my own mistakes. I did a ton of shoots. I always made some kind of a mistake and I corrected it for the next time, and I was slowly improving all the settings, and that's how I learned all that. So I suggest practice, practice, practice. That's what makes it perfect. Another question here from a name I can't pronounce is right here. My question is, what's the best black and white photo you've taken, and can you show us how to do black and white with the M50? I don't even know which photo is the best I've taken. I'm gonna go through my storage, my hard drives, and I'm gonna look at some photos and maybe I'll pull up one or two here. I actually prefer to take all the photos in color. I never start taking photos black and white right away because sometimes when I upload the photos on the computer and I try to play with them in Lightroom or Photoshop, I realized that the photos are sometimes better in color. But my secret, if there is some emotion to the photos, like cry, laughter, or something very emotional, if you take the color away and you put it in black and white, the emotion comes out from the photos. It's much stronger. So keep all the photos in color, and only in post decide if you want to keep it in color or if you want to put it in black and white. Question from Mike Olsen. Which of your past gigs have you the best memories of? Name one. And which memory of those past gigs is a nightmare? Very good question. When it comes to modeling, there's definitely the one gig which stood out above everything else. It was a free trip. I didn't get paid for the job, but I got the free trip out of it, and it was a swimwear photo shoot in Thailand. It was right after tsunami. Back then it was about a month or two after it, and it was a trip I will remember for the rest of my life. It was amazing. It was just the scenery, the people I met, the animals I saw. It was the best trip of my life. I would do it again in a heartbeat. In photography, there were some good ones, but there still wasn't that one the best one. I'm still waiting for the one best one, the one I will remember for the rest of my life. I don't know. I need to get there. I don't have one yet. For the nightmare gigs, there was one. Yeah. You know, Canada is full of people from different nationalities. It's pretty much collected from all over the world. They have different cultures, they have different stuff going on in their country, and one of those clients was from a country where they are used to bargain, I guess lots. I did a glamour shoot, glamour makeover shoot, and we had a makeup artist, and it was a stable package. That particular person was a husband of the wife. He asked me about the sale. I gave him a little bit of a discount. And then throughout the shoot, literally every 5 minutes, he was asking for more discount and more discount and more discount. I am very patient person. I'm very patient. But after asking me about 30 times, I was very close to saying, thank you very much, thank you for coming, but I think this is the end of the session. Question here is from Jam or Yambest TV. Hi Zdenka, congrats on the growth of your channel. My question is, please, how do I get people to subscribe to my channel and have a good retention time? I started following you because you are a great teacher. Furthermore, how do I keep consistency in place for video production? Well, I actually pulled up your channel here on the phone, so I know what I'm looking at, and I see that you have only 7 videos. It's talking about pregnancy, I guess, about your pregnancy. Each video was posted, one is 3 months ago, another is 4 months ago, then 5 months ago, and so on. First of all, you have to post not one time a month, you have to upload on regular basis. I highly suggest at least 1 time a week. And then it's a lot of work, I know, but if you deliver video every single week, you will get that consistency. People, once they subscribe, they expect more. And if you upload only once a month, they are going to forget about you very quickly. So you have to upload at least 1 time a week, and the content has to be really good. So put everything, your heart and soul into it, and you will see the people will come. They will come to you. Once they will find out what you do, more and more people will come. There's no other secret to it. Just be very regular and very consistent. Next question is from Naomi Marty or Mary. Congrats. Did you say you were from the Czech Republic? I have family in Havířov. What did you like best about the country? Havířov is quite close. I'm actually from Olomouc. I'm from small tiny village called Štěpánov, and it is very close to Olomouc. That village is only about 3,000 people. So having 10,000 people on this channel is more than all my people from my hometown, from my home village. What did I like the most about the country? It's the nature. I love the mountains. I was born below the mountains. I spend it every single Friday, Saturday, Sunday in a cottage in the mountains. So cross-country skiing, biking, all that. I love to be very active, and the nature is just spectacular over there. Also the food, I gotta admit, sorry, Canada doesn't have very good food, but Czech food is so good. Next question, my question. Did you have interest in photography, videography before you modeled, or did it come from being in front of the camera? Do you have any skills that you learned while modeling come in handy now that you are behind the camera? Again, I was thrown into it, but it certainly helped that I was in front of the camera. When I was starting modeling, I said, oh, there's no way I can work as a photographer, it's just too complicated for me. But throughout the years, I used to ask many questions. Why do you use this light? What does this thing do? Because I was bored, and as the photographer was getting ready, I wanted to talk, and I didn't know what to talk about, so I started talking about the gear. But I didn't really know that those years I'm learning it and I will actually need it. So that's how I was gathering all the information, and then when I grabbed the camera, I was ready to shoot. The biggest skill, of course, I learned in front of the camera is to pose, and the fact that I know how to pose quite well, it helps me to pose other people, and I know how it feels on the other side of the camera. If you are a photographer, male, female, doesn't matter, as crazy as it sounds, I would put a camera on a tripod in your house so nobody sees you, and pose for your own camera, pose and take photos, and or even pose in front of the mirror. See how it feels to be in front of the camera, because the feeling is quite complicated, and if you know how to pose models, you're gonna win huge time. Well, I'm close to the car, the round is finished, I'm kind of getting hungry and thirsty, so how about the next questions will be answered in a house? How about barbecue time? Back in a house, feeling much better now. I'm ready to answer More questions. This question here is from Well Done. What inspires you when you take a photograph? During the process of click, what do you think? And congratulations for 10k subs. Actually, you were the one who inspired me for my last video. I was pretty much answering your question throughout the whole video. So, who didn't see the video from last Monday, the link is here, you can watch it later, or the link is also in a video description below, so feel free to check that out after this video. Question from Photobug. Hi Zdenka, love the pic. How are you feeling? I hope there was no permanent injury to your eye. Actually, it is kind of permanent. All I can do right now is taking the supplements I'm taking, trying to slow down with the coffee, watch my diet, and I try to wear glasses whenever I can and rest whenever I can. The pain comes and goes. It's quite regular. If I work a little bit too much, I feel the pain. It shoots almost through my brain, also to my ear. Otherwise, it is much better, but the floaters, I guess, will never go away. How brave to consider doing a live feed. I bet you will do great at it. You seem very natural in front of the camera. I really enjoy all of your videos about the M50. How about a tutorial on AEB or some of the other settings or features that are a little bit above beginner level tutorial, or a live Q&A? Whatever you decide, I'm sure you will have a success. So after all, I decided to do this video as a premiere, not as a live feed, simply because it's summer and the family is around. It will be very difficult to do it live while the kids are screaming and all that, and I'm sure that you are probably wondering right now, so where is your family? My husband decided to give me the best gift ever for the 10k, and actually to take the kids away for the weekend to friend's cottage. Truthfully, we don't have any relatives in Canada, so we don't have any help, and we don't use babysitters unless we really necessarily have to because of the work. So past 9 years, I've been with the kids 24/7. The most I've been away from them was probably a day or two max. So this is my first weekend after 9 years when I'm all alone, and it's been great. It's been very nice. I cannot believe how nice it was. I was actually sleeping until 10 o'clock this morning. I didn't have to wake up at night. No kid was bothering me and stuff like that. It's highly rewarding. If you have wife at home with the kids, that's the best gift you can ever give her. Truthfully, I love my kids to death, but I really needed that break. Next question here is from Sam. I know who you are. So it seems like everyone is asking about how you transitioned in life from model to photographer and now to YouTuber. My question is, what advice would you give to those thinking of beginning a channel themselves? How to achieve success as a creator? What tools would you need? And since the space is so saturated now, do you think it's still worth it to begin a channel from scratch? So I know that I answered a lot of it in the first half of the video. So for the tools, you need your phone. You can use that to make videos, or just a very inexpensive camera like the Canon M50, which will give you very good quality. When it comes to saturated market, it is saturated market. So be ready to put 200% of your work, not 100%, 200% of the work. You have to create brilliant content with a lot of brilliant answers to the questions people are looking for. It's not too late to start a channel, but you have to be very patient and you have to work extremely hard. One of the last questions here is from Linda. Hi Linda, I'm so stoked for you. I really love your photos. My question is, what will you be giving away? I already said that at the beginning of the video. So exciting to see your channel growing. My serious question is, do you ever use vintage lens? And if so, what do you have? I unfortunately don't have any vintage lens, and it's not on the list right now, my shopping list. I don't have the budget for it, so I really can't tell you. If I will get hands on one, I will definitely try it out. Definitely will try it out. Last one here from Ken Best. It's not really a question. Just be careful. There are some weird people out on the net. Thank you very much for being concerned. I absolutely do understand that, and I have a great deal of experience with it throughout my modeling years. There have been some freaky stories and some very scary moments in my life. I got through it, I learned, and I am trying to be as highly cautious as I can possibly be. It's also, I guess, more difficult for the fact that I'm a female and the modeling past I had. I would like to know if male YouTubers are going through the same thing. I would really love to know that. But thank you again for your concern. And it's giveaway time. I have this smartphone gimbal 2, which I did review in the past in one of my videos. It is brand new. I only used it to actually review it. One lucky person will receive this. All you have to do is literally be subscribed to this channel and also follow me on Instagram. Link to my Instagram is in the video description below. Next week on Friday, I will randomly pick one person which will get this gimbal. And for those who watched this entire video till the end, thank you very much. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you for your support and thank you for believing in me. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked today's video, subscribe to all future videos like these, or if you want to win this gimbal. And if you have any questions, comments, you can leave them in a comment section below. You know I will read them all and I always respond. And I will see you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao, ahoy. I'm finally going to make that barbecue. I'm starving.